What's up, guys? I got a movie you may or may not have heard of. It was released in 2018. And it's called Upgrade. It's pretty cool. Sci-fi thriller, cyberpunk, if you will. And the director is Lee Wannell. If that name sounds familiar. He's the guy, belonging to the whole Blumhouse pictures. So think of movies like Insidious, Conjuring, the Saw series. I think he directed. Did he direct Saw 2? Or was that Saw 3? I don't know. Well, anyway, him and James Wan are like best buds pretty much. He acted in the Saw film. I know that. But, yeah. Uh, I think he's a good writer. And it turns out he's a good director too, because this, definitely is a good fit. A little hidden gem too, because after it came out, I mean, it got a good rating and all, but people just don't talk about it anymore. It's a great story too. So, so it's set in like the near future, futuristic style, and it's this guy Gray. He's like a auto body, auto shop mechanic guy. Likes the old school stuff. Doesn't embrace the future life. Um, so he just kind of like rejects it. And one day, some rich guy, Iran, I think his name is, or yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Iran. He's like, hey, I need you to refurbish this car. And the guy's like, okay, cool. So, his wife works for like some big tech company, Gray. And, that's how the connection starts. And he gets into a scuffle with a bunch of really bad dudes, and they pretty much paralyze him and kill his wife, Gray, the auto mechanic guy. And yeah, so he's like paralyzed, and like flash forwards a little bit, and now he's like super depressed because like the detectives are trying to like do their best to find this guy. He can't move. He's paralyzed. His mom's taking care of him. It's crazy. But the guy whose car he refurbished, Iran, actually gives him kind of like a proposal. Hey, listen, I'm working on this thing called STEM. It's an AI technology, and it can make you walk again. So at first he's like, I don't know, but I guess then he's thinking like, this might be the only way I can do anything about my wife that just died. So that's what he does. He gets this thing, inserted into him, and he can walk again. And he's, kind of helping, the police a little bit more. The deal was he has to keep quiet and act like he's still paralyzed. But all of a sudden, the STEM unit starts talking to him, and he's like, "What the heck's going on?" And it says pretty much if it lets him, if Gray lets this STEM unit control his body, he can become like a killing machine. And that's exactly what happens. And then it becomes like a revenge movie after that. So this STEM unit helps him, augment his body to become like this deadly weapon. I mean, like, these fights are brutal that he gets into. Like when he tries to deal with it on his own, he's not that good. Then STEM says, "Hey, listen, let me take control," and he's like, "All right," and he just kind of like at the mercy of this AI controlled augmentation unit, and he's just going to town. He's finding these guys. It's kind of like Death Wish, like a revenge movie. Um, yeah, really, really fun. And yeah, like I said, the kills in this are just it's not over the top gore. It's not like a horror movie or nothing, but definitely worth, like, if you're into that kind of stuff, and it definitely delivers. Like I said, it had good direction. Um, just I don't think not enough people seen it. That's why I'm talking about it. I'm trying to get it out there. Um, I mean, it did good. I mean, like I said, it was an independent movie, so I don't expect that many people to get it, but like I said, it's kind of a hidden gem, and some people I mentioned to kind of like went over their heads. Same thing with me. Like I had someone mention it to me. Like I remember um, Lee Wannell was talking about it or something. That I kind of lost track, and then it came back, and I was like, oh. And then someone told me about the movie. It was out, and it was awesome. Like I said, it's definitely up there. It's not like Terminator or nothing. The guy, it's a pretty much, so when STEM becomes like activated, it's like a tug of war match, and he's like trying to control his body. Stim's trying to control his body, and like it's like messing him up mentally. But at the same time, dude's getting revenge, you know, and you know, Iran eventually comes back in the picture, and it's just, you know, it's, you know, like I said, the guy's just, you know, he went from like not loving technology to now being at the mercy of it, pretty much, and that's a good character arc right there, I think. So yeah, um, if I were to mention any more, I would definitely spoil it because the end, there's a twist to the ending that is awesome. Didn't see it coming. I should have, but I didn't. And I think you guys should definitely check it out. I'll leave a you know, a little IMDb link. I'm trying to get in the habit of doing that, just in case, you know, you guys are like, you know, you don't feel like going back and watching my video, you know, or whatever. You know, you can just Google the title if you want. But you know, for convenience, I leave the link at the bottom of this. And yeah, Upgrade. I think it's great sci-fi action thriller, cyberpunk, like I said, because of the setting. But yeah, it's and it's funny because like I know there's like the military are developing things to make people like walk again, but it looks like an exoskeleton. You know what I mean? You know, it's not condensed like a little chip. You know, to put in your spine, make you walk again. But you know, think about it. With every advance in technology, there's always consequences, and this movie kind of definitely opens the book on that in a really fun and exciting way, though. You know, and like I said, I think people get a kick out of it. And yeah, there you go. That's my review. Upgrade. Definitely check it out. Like I said, if you like action, if you like science fiction and cyberpunk, um, yeah, this is your movie. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. And yeah, see you all very, very soon. Peace.